Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to revisit a mouse that I haven't really used in a while up until recently, the G Pro X Superlight, and see how it kind of compares to the 2023 standards of gaming mice. So if you don't know, I have a little bit of a mouse collection. I think right now it's sitting around 18, maybe 20. I've been diving into the aiming side of trying to find my perfect shape. And through that, as many others have, I ended up using the Superlight. I ended up using this mouse specifically for a long time, upwards of maybe 6 months even. And so, this definitely is a mouse that, even though it's not my favorite, I do have to give it some respect for how many games and how much time I have invested on it. And so I guess to start out, we can look at my grip style, just so you guys can see what we're looking at. And so my grip is a little bit goblin mode-y. It's definitely a traditional claw, except my pinky is like really weird. And so I'm probably going to have like some joint problems when I get older, but I have this really aggressive claw that I like to use. And basically what this allows me to do is I have a lot of control of the mouse because it contacts my palm right here, and my fingers all make contact with it, obviously. But since it is like this, I also have a little bit of wiggle room where my fingers can move it around side to side, and I can make micro adjustments pretty easily. And so with other mice, like let's say the X2 Medium, if a mouse has a too big of a hump in the back, it kind of makes it so that I can't do that wiggle room that I was doing on the G Pro X Superlight. And so that's an immediate problem for me and how I aim. And so to start off with the GPX, one of the things that I noticed that it does really well is the back hump is pretty solid for me. I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable feeling mouse that I've ever used or competed with. However, the shape is really nice. The back hump, I don't really know how to describe it. What I'm trying to say is that it's not the most comfortable mouse for me, but it's one of the best mice that I aim with. If we go back to the mouse pad, one of my other favorite mice is the Starlight 12 Medium. And this shape feels really good for me. It's very similar to the Viper Mini, my favorite mouse. And, I mean, it's wireless, so boom. You would think that this would be a mouse I'd aim better with. But despite it being more comfortable and resembling my favorite to use and best aiming mouse, I still aim worse with this than I do with the Superlight. And so I think part of what makes this mouse so good is its weight balancing and overall quality. Despite it not having like the latest and greatest tech compared to like modern standards, it definitely has a really good sensor implementation, really good weight balancing, and overall it's just like, this is a very quality mouse that will last you a long time. And so if it's got anything going for it, I think that is the main selling point of it nowadays. It definitely doesn't have the best tech inside, or you could even argue that there's better niche shapes for specific grip types, and also the weight is on the heavier side for like the new standard of making everything super lightweight, or super lightweight, which not to say that this is a heavy mouse whatsoever. Like, don't get me wrong, 63 grams is plenty light enough for me. But I know a lot of people are pushing towards that 50, even some 40 gram area. And so it's, I guess, worth noting. However, along with a lot of other gaming mice at the moment, the prices are a little bit too much for my liking. Selling a mouse like this that's nearly 2 years, if not already 2 years old, still at 150 USD for retail is a little silly in my opinion. I think this mouse is definitely quality and does deserve a higher price compared to, like, let's say, I don't know, you look at the Pulsars, the Extrafis of the game, but I still don't think I would really buy a Superlight if I didn't have one now for over $100. And so I think that's the main thing where I will go with this mouse. I think this mouse has a lot going for it, and that the shape is really nice, and I think a lot of people can get used to it very quickly, even if it's not the most comfortable shape for you. And as I was talking about, the Viper Mini is by far my favorite mouse. Like, it feels the best in my hand, I aim the best with it. However, I cannot deny that this shape works for my aim, even if it's not the most comfortable. And I think that's the thing that this mouse has it just has the most going for it. And so I would say if you can get the G Pro X Superlight for around $100, maybe give or take 10 or 20, and you don't really have an idea of what type of shape really suits your hand in terms of mice, then I would say go for it. I think it won't fail you. Like, I can pretty confidently say it'll last you a long time. Because, I mean, I use this for hours and hours a day, competing in Halo Infinite and now competing in Gundam Evolution. And it still hasn't failed me for years now. And I think overall, it's a very safe choice in the market. However, as the market has grown, I feel like the accessibility of knowing what shapes you like, as well as having cheaper options of more niche shapes, is growing exponentially as we go. A company that I'm a really big fan of in the past year is Lamzu. And specifically, I'm a big fan of their Lamzu Atlantis Mini. I'm probably going to do a review on this mouse maybe next or after another mouse. I don't know. I want to make a review on this mouse. This mouse is really good. But you can get this mouse with like top of the line specs at the moment. Great switches, great weight balancing. Pretty much everything across the board is good. It comes with extra skates. It comes with grip tape. It is just a very high quality product for only $100. And when you look at this, in a shape that some people might like a lot more than the Superlight, is there really a value for something that is kind of the jack of all trades, master of none anymore, especially for $150? I'm not really sure, and I'm definitely leaning towards kind of that more mouse enthusiast route. I definitely know what shapes I like, and I hope that through these videos I can kind of explain my taste in mice, and I can help you discover what mice you might like or what mice you might not, based on your own grip style. Anyways, that's it for this video. In my Discord, in the description, we have a channel called #MouseSuggestions, I believe. And so if you would like to go with me and kind of go over what mice you've liked in the past so I can maybe give you some personal recommendations, make sure to join that. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'd appreciate a like and sub if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.